Hi besties! Welcome to the second video on my channel. This video is basically going to be a Q&A, and it's also just going to be a little bit about myself and my background. If you're more curious about why I'm starting the channel, I would recommend just watching my first video because I go into more detail there. I'm probably just going to lightly touch on it here, but yeah, let's get right into it. So, first question, my name. It's Kristen. I live in Illinois. My age, 21, almost 22. And I go to school at College of DuPage, and my major is creative writing. Those are the basics, so let's get more into the backstory, the lore, the juicy stuff. I think about age 11 or 12, I noticed that I was pretty anxious. I didn't really label it as anxiety, I just kind of noticed. Over time, the anxiety definitely got worse, and it was definitely at its max in high school. We were literally waking up anxious, and then we were anxious all day, and then we would go to bed anxious about doing the next day. So it was bad. It was a lot of pre-planning. Like, I was very worried if our class was in a new location, I would need to prepare a new path before that. Because I hated the idea of me coming in late, just having everyone look at me. And also just constantly in my head, it was like, what if this? What if that? Basically the worst case scenario at all times. So yeah, that was very tiring. And it was definitely like that in middle school as well, but it peaked in high school. And also, I didn't really ask for help because anxiety. So I kind of just coped in my own way. I ended up using social media as a way to cope, which really sucks because I have a distinct memory in middle school that I did not care about my phone or social media or anything like that. I didn't really understand how people got so attached or cared so much. That was not for me. I would watch things occasionally, but it wasn't I was obsessed with it. But because my brain was so hyperactive and it was just non-stop, it was always negative thoughts or just creating anxious scenarios for myself. I guess I just needed I needed something to dull the noise in my brain. So we went to social media, and more specifically YouTube. And now we have a social media addiction. Yeah, I needed to quiet my brain, and I need to numb myself basically. And I think also in late high school, the depression started kicking in, and we love that for me. Basically, we were having low mood, no motivation, hopelessness, all that stuff, and more. But we managed to graduate, even though I was pushing myself so hard. And I made it to my dream college, Loyola University of Chicago. We love that. And there I double majored in English and secondary education because you had to for education, you had to double major. But basically I wanted to be a high school English teacher. And for some reason in my head, I was like, I can do this for 4 more years. That didn't happen. I dropped out after a year. The burnout was so bad, and I think the depression also kicked in at its peak. I rarely left my room. I would literally just be in my room starving because I just didn't have the energy or the will to get up and go to my go to one of our halls, even though it was literally across the road. Not even across the road. It's it takes longer to get downstairs to my dorm than it does to actually get to the building where I need to eat. And around that time, my first year at Loyola, I was officially diagnosed with social anxiety, which didn't surprise me. I bet knew that. But then I was diagnosed with persistent depressive disorder, which surprised me because I hadn't even heard of it. I thought I had major depression. If you don't know what PDD is, it's basically, the way it was explained to me was let's say there's 3 layers of moods. So let's say this is you're happy, this is you're meh, low energy, low mood, and then it's down here, which is let's say it's the worst depressive episode. So 95% of the time I'm here, which makes sense, because most of the time I'm pretty low energy, or I don't react to things the way I should, if that makes sense. Like most people would be like energetic or happy about something, and I'm kind of just like cool. But yeah, up then like occasionally I'll be happy, like actually happy, like I'll feel joy. And then occasionally, on very rare occurrences, for both the high and low levels, I'll be like, the depression be hitting hard. That's like pin in my chest. I'm not doing anything. Don't talk to me. I can't do anything for at least a day. For me, it usually lasts a day, maybe two. But yeah, for me, we're in the middle, maybe, I don't know, like 340 days out of the year. And then every once in a while, we're happy or we're worse off than we were for like a day or two. But yeah, that's my disorder. That's like the gist of it. But like apparently as a kid, I was like pretty social and like I was not shy at all. I guess most kids aren't, but like I don't know, I was doing things that like me, I was like I couldn't do that now. But that's trauma for you, so let's go. We're working on healing a lot of things and getting rid of a lot of bad habits and a lot of bad coping mechanisms. Do we have the highest self-esteem? No. Do we have confidence? No. Do we think I can do this? No. But at the same time, I kind of think that I'm the main character. It's a weird duality here. Like, I'm kind of like, this is pointless, and I'm also like, I'm gonna be the most successful person in the world. But you know what? We're not gonna question it, because honestly, I think that half is keeping me going. So, we love her. We want her to stay. Now we're gonna get into more questions that are a bit more interesting and a bit more personable. What do I do for work? I answered this in the first video a little bit, but right now my main job is working part-time at a bakery that I'm trying to leave. But I also have my own small business called Euphoric Blossoms LLC. So I sell affirmation cards, journals, and wall art. They're basically like self-love themed. So like the wall art, like I have a tree themed one where it's like regrow, ground yourself, all that kind of stuff. That's kind of how my wall art is, with just like a bunch of different styles to like try to appeal to anyone who wants that kind of art. And yeah, as well as the affirmation cards, and then the journals are also like, it might be gratitude journals, it might be like just a daily planner, it might be like a shadow work journal, stuff like that. I need to make more journals. I only have like 2 right now because they're just very time consuming to make. So if you're interested in that, I will have my link down below, and you can check it out there. I do also have like a free newsletter that you can join just to build another like community online. I send weekly letters basically, with like words to inspire you, motivate you. And then I do product promotions as well. So you get a little bit of everything in there. I got the idea to start a business during COVID actually, which was like, it was very random because I had never even thought about it, but I think I just got this video recommendation. No, it was an ad, and I'm forgetting her name, but it was basically how she made like a polymer clay business, and I was like, oh cool, I want to do that. So I actually tried with polymer clay, but it didn't work out. It's not for me. And then somehow I ended up on like Canva and creating your own art and stuff. So I did that and it stuck with me. I took like a year off just because I honestly needed like a really heavy reset. Like nothing was working and I wasn't having fun doing anything. So we just stopped for a while. I still had to pay for stuff, like for Canva. I like used the pro version, so I had to pay for that and all that. But so was that fun for me? No, but we're here, we're back. I plan on being more serious with it, and I'm trying to use my time wisely because I tend to do too much and I don't want to overwhelm myself with like my job, my business, and then YouTube. But I'm trying to really focus on just having fun and not thinking too hard about things, because when I think too hard I stop having fun. But yeah, we're gonna stop there. That was kind of long-winded, my bad. But yeah, if you want to check out my stuff, it's in the description below. Now, hobbies. All right, I write, I read, I crochet, I sing, and I like do song making. I make songs. I'm learning guitar. I'm very much at the beginner stage, and I also like to learn languages. Some of these I'm not very good at, or I even struggle to start, but that's what we do here. Next question. What kind of content do I plan on making? So for this channel, I'm not 100% sure on my schedule yet, just because my schedule might change while I'm looking for a different job and all that. But right now it's every other Tuesday, and it would switch between vlogs and sit down videos. So vlogs would just be, you know, my daily life, like what a day looks like for me, a day of writing one of my books, practicing like healing, stuff like that. Or it could just be like a more chill or like funny video. It just depends on the energy I want a video to have, or like the energy I have. Cause sometimes I'm in a silly, goofy mood. Sometimes I'm in a chill mood where I might not talk, so I'll just have like captions on. Or I'll do, you know, like sit down videos like this where I'm talking about a certain topic or theme. And then, I mean, I'll have my Instagram. My Instagram's probably gonna be more loose. It's probably gonna be more me doing just like what I want with like previews to my videos. But yeah, that's the gist of it. If you want to look at my Instagram, you can also see the description. I may or may not have something posted by the time this comes up, but it's there if you want to look. Next question, why I started my channel. Again, I already went into more detail in my first video, but the reasons are simply to express myself and put myself out there. Surprise, I don't like putting myself out there, but I want to change that, and I want to like do it in a way where I'm like challenging myself and trying new ways to express myself, and I think doing this is a good way to do that. For the memories, just because I want to take more photos and videos in my life to look back on in the future, to record my growth, to look at in the future to see what's changed, what hasn't changed, how far I've come, that kind of stuff. And lastly, to help find other people like me, and give them someone they can relate to, laugh with, and just like feel like they're not alone, and maybe feel a bit more motivated to actually keep working. Because this whole thing, it's been on and off for me for years, the whole healing thing, and I feel like I've made like no progress. It feels better when there's someone working with you, so I want to be that for you. My dreams for the channel, I would also love for this to be full-time. Like if I was just doing my business and this full-time, like that's it, that's all I need in my life. And honestly, it's not even just like about the money. Like we want to be financially free, of course, but I just want to do stuff that like I enjoy. I don't want to keep like, I don't want to say wasting my time, but like kind of like going to a job that I don't really care about, or that I know isn't gonna last long anyway. I'd rather work on something that I want to last long, that I actually enjoy. So yeah, I hope this will be full time one day. The equipment. Okay, I have a Samsung. What is it? I think it S24 Plus or something like that. And then I use my tablet to make my thumbnails. I use IBIS Paint X, I think that's what it's called. And then to actually edit my videos, I use DaVinci Resolve, and I'm on 20 right now because that was just the most recent one. Not a lot, but she works, so yeah. And everything I use is free. I mean, well, the film is, I didn't pay for the film, my mom paid for it, but like, you know what I mean. But yeah, that's basically it. Oh, I do have a ring light that my mom got me for Christmas. I plan on getting like a mini mic that I can like stick on my clothes and stuff like that. And like a little tripod that's like handheld, or more that's like able to rest on my desk. Because right now I'm just using a box to get some height. Because otherwise I'd be looking down at you guys. But yeah, that's really all I use. My favorite YouTubers. It's kind of hard to say right now. I'm kind of all over the place, but because right now I'm really just watching like a bunch of like K-pop idol stuff, like their channels, like 17 and all that. But I'm also getting into vlogs again after like years of not watching any. So right now I'll just say like Via Lee, Yura Jung, and then like Samantha Joe. Those are my top three. I had a very big gaming phase though. Like I would watch like 8-Bit Ryan, Cub Scouts, Corey Kenshin. But past couple months, I just have not been into the gaming scene. I don't know why. I do still watch like Ride Toast and like Theory channels, just cause I don't know, they still into that, I guess. So there's also that if you're interested. My zodiac sign, I am a Leo. My birthday is August 14th, so it's coming up. I will be 22. How did I get into my art and hobbies? For singing and writing, I've kind of just done that since I was a kid, just naturally, but I fell out of them for a while. So I'm just now getting back into the songwriting and all that. And I'm actually like trying to get better at singing too. And writing has just always stuck with me somehow. But I did kind of just recently take that seriously. Like I want to actually have a novel and publish it. Other than that, it's just been like fan fiction or like writing with friends, just for fun. And then crocheting. I don't even remember how I got into that. I think I just like the idea of making your own clothes. And so I tried it out and I got lucky that it stuck with me. I am wearing one outfit right now, if you can see. She's fine. I could have done better, but it was like one of my first few tries, so we're good. My dream project. Right now I've kind of been obsessed with the idea of having one of my books be turned into like an animated TV show. I do know the book I want specifically animated, it just doesn't have a title yet. Right now it's Project Chaos Villains. That's definitely the one that I want to be animated and a TV show, just because the visions I see in my head, they're immaculate. And also, I feel like that's the strongest playlist I made for my characters. Like, I kind of popped off. It's almost perfect. That's very far ahead in the future. I haven't written a single chapter. So, yeah, there's that. My favorite color, pink. I prefer lighter pinks to heavier pinks, and like heavier colors in general. I just prefer pastels in general, but pink's my favorite. Am I a night owl or a morning person? Definitely a night owl. But I think I'm a night owl, but like forced, because I'm just like, I'm a heavily medicated girly, and if I just don't take my medicine, I simply just won't sleep. So maybe by that I'd be a morning person, just because I'd be awake at 5 anyway, but right now we're a night owl. I mean, I guess I do like the nighttime anyway, so. But yeah, I do hate waking up early. Don't wake me up past like 7 or 8. Sexuality and gender. I am female. Pronouns are she, her, hers. Sexuality, pansexual. Cause I'm okay. Let me not say that. I've kind of known my sexuality since I think like 14 or 15, but it was kind of weird that it happened because like I didn't even know what a pansexual was at the time, but I just heard my friend talking about like a bisexual and a pansexual. And so I was like, what's a pansexual? And she like told me what it was, and I was like, oh, that sounds like me. I guess I'm a pansexual. And it just so happened to be correct. Like I've never actually had feelings for someone, and even back then, like definitely not. I wasn't into anyone. But I was like, I don't think I care about that kind of stuff. So, yeah, and it stuck with me. She's been revived the past like couple years. I'm like, I was correct. But yeah, ooh, what's my aesthetic? So I love cottagecore. I adore cottagecore. I've recently got into coquette, which I'm like, it's kind of new for me. But I'm also obsessed with that, and just like general princess vibes. Like that's me. If it's like fantasy, princessy, I love it. I do kind of I love the darker vibes too, like punk. I thought of punk and goth. I combined the two. I do like the punk and goth vibes, but I personally wouldn't wear that. I just like the style. Cats or dogs? I love all animals, but I have to say dogs. I just have to. My favorite hobby. Writing, but I never, I'm very bad at it. Let me explain myself, hold on. I love writing. I've been getting in my way for the longest time. I think it's because since I'm actually taking it more seriously and I'm doing the world building and stuff, it's like overwhelming me. And I just have not been able to get past it. Like as soon as I get overwhelmed, I'm like, we're not doing this. So I need to work on that because I do genuinely like writing. I'm just not. I have a flight response to anything. But we're working on it. Ooh, my comfort show. Steven Universe 100% every time. I don't like to rewatch shows, and it's actually very hard for me to get into shows. Like, I don't like movies. I don't really like TV shows unless it's something that's like really pops out. But Steven Universe has stuck with me. Like, I was there. Maybe not at the very beginning, but like pretty much for most of it. And like, oh my god, I just forgot, but they're doing like an updated one. I don't know if it's not an update, but they're like making another Steven Universe show, and I'm so excited. They're making so many good shows actually. They're making another regular show. I think Adventure Time. I could be wrong about that. But like all the shows I grew up on, so we love that. Am I an introvert or an extrovert? I think we all know this. Introvert. Like, I don't know. I think it's weird. Because I kind of want to be an extrovert, but I'm just not. And like, it's not bad. I don't mind being an introvert. I think it's just because of all my other issues. It's kind of just like not healthy. But I think if I actually got myself together, it'd be fine. But yeah. Okay, last question. What is my MBTI? I am an INFJ. I don't know if I'm. What am I? I did like. I do have the website up. I just like. I did a quick. Like I read the first couple sentences and then I stopped. INFJ versus INFT. I don't know which. I don't remember which one I was. I think I might be an INFJT. Maybe. Don't quote me on that though. But yeah, that's what I am. That was all the questions I had. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you guys for watching. I'm trying to figure out my schedule. But right now we're just winging it, and you know what? That's fine. I'm not gonna think too much about it. But yeah, I hope you learned a little bit more about me, and if anyone's watching, I doubt it. If anyone's watching, if you want to share anything, like if you want to answer any of these questions or just like tell me about yourself, I would love to read it. But yeah, that is all, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.